let's now get some street reaction to everything that's been going on related to Dubai. Mark Dow, a portfolio manager at Pharo Management, a hedge fund with about $2.5 billion in assets, specializes in emerging markets, and a former economist at the IMF and the U.S. Treasury. Mark, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it on this very busy day. First of all, your reaction to everything that's been going on and how the market's been reacting.
Well, I think the reaction has been exacerbated by a couple of factors. One, the liquidity was very poor because the U.S. wasn't in, so there were very few investors to take the other side of people who were liquidating positions. The second is we're close to the end of the year, and that means that people are looking back and say, I've had a pretty good year, I'm not going to risk it, let me just close things down and ask questions later.
You've had this type of scenario at the end of the month since August, quite frankly, in terms of, this is just more muscle, you might say, behind the sell-off today.
Yeah, I think people are a little bit more afraid when they see an event associated with what might just be kind of a calendar sell-off.
And your thoughts on the ramifications from this, assuming the worst?
Well, I think the first thing you have to take from this is that this is a continuation of the deleveraging process that's been going on for the past 18 months, and it's going to continue for at least the next 18 months.
Right.
That's the first thing. So it's going to crop up in other places. It might not be as dramatic as what we just saw, but it's meaningful. The second thing you need to take away from this is that the repricing of the relative risk of sovereign spreads to quasi-sovereign spreads, right? So when investors invest on the basis that if things go wrong, a sovereign will step in and back me up, now they have to reprice that risk. This is a very serious thing for Dubai. I don't think it's a systemic risk by any means, but it's very serious for Dubai and its ambitions in the region.
We're going to come back after the commercial break, but very quickly, how do you expect things to play out in Dubai over the next few days?
I think this is very serious for Dubai. I don't think it's serious for the system. That's it. So Dubai is going to continue to go through problems. We have kind of a theory that if you see one cockroach, you're probably going to see more. And we've just seen the first cockroach in Dubai. I just don't think it has important direct systemic implications.